Princess Dürrüşehvar Sultan, born on the 26th of January 1914, was the daughter of Abdülmecid II of the Ottoman dynasty, who was the last heir apparent to the Ottoman imperial throne and the last caliph of the Ottoman Caliphate. She held the titles of Princess of Berar through marriage, and Imperial Princess of the Ottoman Empire by birth before the monarchy's abolition in 1922. The princess was born at the Kamlika Palace in Üsküdar, then part of Constantinople, when the Ottoman Caliphate was passing through its last phase. Her father, Caliph Abdülmecid II, went into exile in Paris, France, after the abolition of the Caliphate by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk in 1924. Marriage. Upon the family's exile to France in 1924, she was sought by the Shah of Persia and King Fuad I of Egypt as a bride for their respective heirs, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi and Farooq, and by Prince Azam Jah, the eldest son and heir of the last Nizam of Hyderabad state, Osman Ali Khan, Asif Jah VII, whom she married in Nice, France, on the 12th of November 1932. Her first cousin Nilufar was married to Prince Moazzam Jah, the second son of the Nizam. The marriage of the princess was performed in the south of France. Dürrüşehvar was 18 at the time, and significantly taller than her husband of 25, Azam Jah. Her father-in-law, the Nizam, loved pointing out how much taller she was than his son, at their parties. It was believed at that time that the matrimonial alliance between the Nizam, the richest ruler in the world of his time, and the deposed caliph would lead to the emergence of a Muslim ruler who could be acceptable to the world powers in place of the Ottoman sultans. Dürrüşehvar, whose father was raised by a branch of the Ottoman monarchy deeply interested in modernizing reforms and believed in modern education for women including his wives and daughter, became a popular public figure after her arrival in Hyderabad. She believed that women should earn their own living, and helped to remove the practice of purdah. Social life. Highly respected and well-educated lady, the princess was fluent in French, Turkish, English and also Urdu. She divided her time principally between Hyderabad and London, where she died, attended by her two sons. Philip Mason, of the Indian Civil Service, described her as a commanding figure, handsome of feature, with a clear fair complexion and auburn hair. No one could ignore her or slight her. She was always essentially and indefinably royal, and it seems to me that if fate had so willed she might have been one of the great queens of the world. Later life. Following the birth of her sons Prince Mukarram Jah in 1934 and Prince Mufakham Jah in 1939, she took charge of their upbringing, the two princes being educated in Britain but got them married to Turkish ladies. The last Nizam, Mir Osman Ali Khan, later bypassed his own son and nominated her first son and his grandson as his successor. The princess became the first woman to inaugurate an airport when she inaugurated the airport in Hyderabad in the 1940s. She is also credited with inaugurating the Osmania General Hospital. She set up the Dürrüşehvar Children's and General Hospital for women and children in the old city of Hyderabad. Her last public appearance in the city was when she presided over the opening ceremony of the Nizam Silver Jubilee Museum in 2000. She last visited Hyderabad in 2004. She was upset about Turkish government's attitude against her family members after declaration of the Republic. Despite being a member of Ottoman royal family, she refused to be buried in Turkey since she was upset that the Turkish government refused in 1944 her father's burial in Istanbul.